Hi and welcome to this week's show. This is the UK and Ireland Meta Report Week 3. My name is Baz the Bard and as ever I've been joined by James Ashall.
How are we doing?
Yeah,
Good
not
to see
too
you again.
bad. You, how are you?
Surviving this 31-degree heat, but other than that, doing well.
Yeah,
It's sort of timely, isn't it? Uprising release, heat waves across the UK.
indeed. Everything is turning brown outside. It's yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
Righty, so what have we got to do this week? What are we covering?
We have a lot to cover, So we have 8 events to cover that happened all of last week. We have a roundup of all the skirmishes from week 1 through to 3. We'll cover nationals and worlds, and then I believe we're going to do the weather report also in there as well. And I believe you have a special announcement for us towards the end.
I do. I can't wait.
Ooh.
Righty, so let's get cracking as we've got a lot to do. So, week 3 of Blitz for Skirmish. We are starting at EH Gaming in York. They were on the Friday. 19 players covering 13 heroes. So one of the largest gatherings we've had for the Skirmish season. The largest so far is Iyslander Games. And that was 20. So nearly did it.
Nearly. I'm still liking this diversity. It's really nice. Even like with all the stuff that we've seen so far, no one's really tipping towards one hero. Yes, we're seeing a couple of like 4s and 2s, but everyone's still bringing something different, and I love it.
Yeah, Fi is becoming the out and out favourite.
Yeah.
Hero. I should say favourite hero. He seems to be becoming, the meta pick. It's whether or not to find the counter to it. Bravo seems like a pretty good pick. Because he can affect people's hands, can disrupt with his crippling crushes and stuff like that. So, Fi ain't going to block, but if you can strip cards out of his hands and do it consistently, then you're going to force him to do something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so, Fi's, Chains, Bravos, Lexis, and then a smattering of the other ones. So, yeah, really good representation at York. So we will go into a top 8. I've given me a top 8 for this one.
Ooh, fancy.
So, 2 Chain, 2 Fi, a Bravo, a Dory, a Kano, and a Kasai.
Okay. The 2 Chain made it through. We lost 2 Fi and a Bravo.
Indeed. So, it's nice to see Chain doing well. And Kano has reared his head again. I think he appears up north. He doesn't really appear down south. For some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, we haven't actually spoken about Chain in the last 2 weeks at all. So, this is something new, which is great. It's good to see something new.
Yeah, but it's a case of no one, if he's against Fi, it's still a race. You know what I mean? He's just trying to get his stuff out quicker. But Fi can go off. He doesn't need a lot to go off. He can go off turn 1.
No.
Whereas Chain needs to build his shackles up. So, it'll be interesting to see that matchup, though. So going into the top 4, we have a Bravo, a Chain, a Dory, and a Fi. So the Chains are still there. So we've got Tom Ward on Chain, Oliver Dutton on Dorinthia, Rob Catton on Fi, and Dan York on Bravo. So Rob Catton is a 2-time RTN qualifier, bearded card trader, and Underworld Games. People in the UK are no stranger to how good Rob is. So the final is between Oliver Dutton on Dorinthia and Rob Catton on Fi. Where you going? So we're going to start question of fab. Everybody at home, see if you can do better than James here. See what your record is like. So Fi versus Dorinthia. Who's going to win?
It's hard not to go against Rob just for obviously his accomplishments and everything that we know that he does in the country. And we know Fi's really explosive as well. Ain't good deck with a good pilot. So I think I'll go for Rob here on Fi.
Congratulations, you are off the mark. 1-0. Yeah,
1-0.
You are 1-0. Well done.
better than Man United did all weekend.
I don't watch football, mate.
Oh, do you not?
No, we're in Northampton. It's a rugby town.
Okay.
Righty. Okay, so well done, Rob. Fantastic win. So you and Lila have both got a win now. So well done. It's just trophies all round in that household. Thanks to EH Gaming's Ross for providing all the information. Thank you, Ross, for that. Brilliant. So let's continue. We are on Saturday, Living Realms Castleford. 15 players, 10 different heroes. So again, we're up north or northern than Nottinghamshire, so we're in the land of Fi. 2 Leviah though this time, 2 Lexi, Dory Quicksilver, a Dromai, and Ira. Ira's rearing her head, going old school ninja. 1 Iyslander, a Kano, a Kasai, and a Valda. So again, lots of diversity. Yeah, I mean she did well.
Valda and Levia.
Yeah, Valda did quite well in Bristol. Made the quarterfinals or semis in Bristol, so she's doing all right.
Yeah. In Levia, something new again. It's lovely. It's like really good to see.
Yeah. I'd be quite surprised that there's only 1 Iyslander because Manchester had like 5, and then we're just like it's not too far away. But yeah. So what we got? We've only got a top 4 this time.
Ooh.
Okay, so the Fi made it through. 2 Fi, a Leviah, and an Iyslander. Okay, so we have Rob Catton on Fi. So he just won Gaming York the day before. He's now turned up at Living Realms. He's the RTN qualifier for Bearded Card Trader and Underworld Games. I'm never going to get bored of what people have accomplished, so I'm always going to say him. Okay, Jacob Hand is on Fi. 2-time winner for RTN at Living Realms and Underworld Games. Scott Morris is on Iyslander. He's an RTN qualifier through XP. And Kate Dunstan Levia, she was an RTN qualifier at Jester Games, but she was playing Dromai that one. So that time, I should say. So it's just showing sort of like a depth of skill that she can just switch heroes, completely different. You've gone to a brute class, which Levi is like one of the hardest to actually play and do well with. And she played Dromai before in Classic Constructed. So well done there, Kate. It's brilliant. Okay, so making it through to the final was a double Fi. Okay, so it's a mirror.
I knew it. I knew you were going to give me this one.
So you've got 2 heavyweights of the UK. Okay, so we got Rob Catton versus Jacob Hand. Okay, who are you going with?
I don't know. You might as well just flip a coin and choose here. It's going to be who went second, I think. Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, they're both very skilled, so they should know, even going second, how to sort of plan against it. It's flipping a coin. I'll go Jacob Hand this time.
2-0, well done.
Oh, yes.
The game wasn't actually played, though, so it was a bit of a trick question. There was a concession. So it was probably a playmat thing. So, yeah. Right. Okay. So, well done, Jacob. Your winning streak continues. Yeah, fantastic. So, yeah.
Because Rob just won the day before. It's like, I've got one already, mate. You take it.
I think it'll be really decided at Nats. They're just like, yeah, we'll size each other up. We'll wait.
I think it would have been interesting to hear how it played out anyway, if going second really was the clutch element in that match.
It can depend. You could break all your equipment first turn. I mean, it depends what you drew. You know what I mean? And you could just go with it. So yeah, as long as you're looking, you go, what's he going to defend for? The maximum he's going to defend for is 12, but he could have maybe 8 in his hand. I mean, it's just like, can he go over? Righty, so that was thanks to Jake Kitchen, OP organizer for Living Realms, Rob Catton himself, and Kate Dunstan for all the information. So thank you very much. So we're off to Alpha Games. So we're going to Norfolk now. All the way to the east of the country. Alpha Games in Stanton, 9 players, 9 heroes. So, yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Not really any meticals here. It is literally, I'm going to play what I want to play. Yeah, and just go for it. So, yeah.
Am I up a specific one there?
What's that? Kasai?
Benji.
Yeah,
no,
nice
the Benji.
pick.
Yeah.
Righty.
Come on, Benji.
Yeah. You better have everything crossed, mate.
Well, you never know. Oh, well.
Top 4. Yeah, he didn't make it. Righty, so we've got a Briar. So Briar, Steve Thompson, RTN qualifier on XP. Nick Walsh, Dorinthia, RTN qualifier on XP. Darren Hunter, Iyslander, RTN qualifier on XP. And Adam Hale with KO. And he won Athena Games right at the beginning on week 1 with Briar. And he is on KO this week. So the final is between Briar with Steve Thompson versus Darren Hunter on Iyslander.
Ew.
So, control versus aggro. What do you reckon?
I'm logically going to say Briar, I think.
You're on fire, mate. 3-0. Well done.
I'm using my head a little bit more rather than my heart here.
Yeah, because when you looked at the lineup, you said Benji would win. So
yeah, exactly. That's just sheer hope.
No, sorry, Brian didn't win. Sorry, you were wrong.
Oh, did he not?
No,
What's
sorry.
going on here?
Sorry, dude. I looked at my wrong scoring. Darren Hunter on Iyslander won.
Stolen.
I've got glasses. I've got glasses, and I still can't read my flipping notes. So well done, Darren. Commiseration, Steve, and thanks to Steve for giving me all the information on that one. So he's come through for Alpha Games and Athena Games. So thank you very much, Steve, all the way over there in Norfolk.
So Iyslander won.
Iyslander won that one, yeah, and hopefully, I might get that way and catch up with you. So that'd be quite cool. Righty, so off to Nerd Shack. Nerd Shack, Greater Manchester. 14 players, 12 heroes. Yay, Dash is there. Brilliant.
Yeah, there's a Benji and there's Azalea as well.
Yeah, I think the Azalea player just wanted the bounty. So the bounty that Outcast Haven are running on whoever can get Living Legend points for Azalea first. Must be quite a prize pool.
I actually don't know what the price pool is at what it's sitting at the moment.
Yeah, I watched the last episode and I didn't catch what was in it. So 2 Dash, 2 Dramai, 2 Kasai, Azalea, a Benji, a Bravo, Dory Quicksilver, Iyslander, Kano, Reiner, and a Valda. So Kano, he's come from the north and he's now joining. Oh no, he's still in the north. Sorry, he's in Greater Manchester. So yeah, North still love Kano. I'm old, sorry.
Fine. We're well south of Manchester, mate.
That's another one for the blooper. Oopsie.
Yeah.
There's no takesy backsies here. We just go with the flow.
No.
Righty, so quite a lot. Massive diversity again out of the 14 players. 12 different heroes. I think is amazing. No Fi whatsoever.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So
fine.
Yeah, everyone who turned up here was just thinking, thank God for that. We'll see. Right, top 4: a Dash, a Dory Quicksilver, a Dromai, and a Kasai. So Joe Fletcher's on Dash, and that is a pounder list. Ben Davison is on Dory Quicksilver. Liam Holden is on Dromai. And George Jones is on Kasai. So Joe Fletcher is an RTN qualifier through Just Play in Liverpool. Liam Holden is an RTN qualifier with XP. And George Jones won the RTN at EH Gaming in York. So, there are some quality players that are pulling through results, in both Classic Constructed and Blitz. But the final... was between Joe Fletcher on Dash and his pounder list versus Liam Holden on Dromai. I would say that's a dragon list, but I think everybody would know that. What are you going for?
It's an illusionist list, mate. That's what
Yeah. So, Dromai versus Dash.
I think Dash just hits harder and faster, and Dromai doesn't have enough time to set up. That's what I think.
Okay. Liam Holden won that on Dromai, so you're 2-2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I've knocked your mojo a bit there when I cocked up my notes. Sorry, dude.
Well, no, I'm thinking naturally because Dash is just going to go attack, boost kind of thing. It's just going to go very wide.
It is going to go very wide, but Dash Pounder you can fatigue. So whether or not Liam played a fatigue game against Dash Pounder is another thing because he needs to get quite a few off. You need to get quite a few on your turn to go over what he can block. That's what I'm imagining is going on, that he would just try and fatigue that out and just go, all right, I'll just hit you with an Ashwing or something like that. But Righty, so Nerd Shack, thanks Joe Joe Fletcher for all the information on that. Cheers, fella. Righty, we are going over to Belfast, 7th Dimension. 14 players, 11 heroes. So fantastic turnout.
And 3 Ira.
3 Ira.
This is new.
Yeah, man.
What's going on here? Another Benji, another Azalea.
Yeah, 2
Only,
Islanders.
only one Fi as well.
Thing is, it's really weird. It's only over that, the Irish Sea. It's not far away, but their
No.
meta is completely different. 3 Ira. We might see 1, over here. We saw it earlier, 1. But yeah, three over in Belfast, going old school. A Shiana.
I was going to say, I'm surprised if that makes top 4.
Well, if you make top 4, you're gonna get a call out on LSS article, aren't you? Because they'll just go, oh right, no one played Shiana last time. Well, someone's played Shiana this time, and they made the top 4. Why not go for it?
Yeah, sure.
Have they found the magic sauce, to make Shiana work? I don't know. Right, so we got a top 8.
Okay.
Shiana
made top 8.
She made top 8. So 1 Benji, 1 Dory, Dromai, a Fi. Oh, did we have a Fi in the last one? I can't go back. An Ira.
We did have a Fi. There was a Fi in that one.
Cool.
There's only 1 though.
So 2 of the Iras got knocked out. 1 Ira made it through to the top 8. So still doing well. That's the top 8. Did Benji make it?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Nearly got in there. Okay, so I don't know all the players for this one, but I do know that the final was between Jamie McCabe on Ira and Gavin Caldwell on Iyslander.
Ooh.
So Ira versus Iyslander. Now, you're not really going to see this game very often, but you just got to think Ninja versus Disruption. Okay, that's the only thing you can go by. But if Ira, she gets a bonus on her second attack, and potentially you're going to get Tiger Stripe Shuko going off on the second attack as well. A bit like Benji, I suppose. Benji lists are probably running, something
it's similar,
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's slightly different with the equipment, but yeah, Shuko's is nice. I'm going to go Disruption here. I think Iyslander, because I think as soon as you get 1 or 2 Frostbites, it feels like the Ninja players just fall behind because they can't really cast or do much. So I will go Iyslander.
Iyslander. Dude, you are now 2 and 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just check my notes first. Yes.
Yeah, are we sure?
Ira won that one. So well done, Jamie, for that one. Brilliant. As ever, thanks to Evil GM John Butler for coming through with that information. I don't know how I could do it without him. He's just fantastic. He seems to have got all the Irish players on call, and he can just call them up and go, give me the info, please. So cheers for that, John. Really appreciated. So that was Ireland. Ira. Look at that. Right.
Ira in Ireland.
Indeed. So, ProTech Games, Stockton on tees, the lovely Lee Dalton, 13 players and 9 heroes. He streamed this event, so you can catch up on. He's got a Twitch channel. There was no audio for that, so it's not your speakers going wrong, because I didn't know if I had a problem, but I checked with him. There's no audio for the stream, but you can follow along. So there we go. We've got Iyslander showing up again. Dromai, KOs, Briars, Chains, Fires, Kasai, Oldham, and a Rhino. Now up in Stockton seems to be this is where the brutes hang out. So it didn't surprise me that there's a Rhino and 2 KOs. Hanging around here. So we've got a top 4 of Iyslander, a Kasai, a KO, and a Rhino. So the brutes made it through into the top 4. We have got Andrew Smith on Iyslander, Adam Collins on Kasai, Tom Barnaby Pass on KO. So he's appeared on the Battle Hardened premiere that we did at Living Realms at the Royal Armoury with Tabletop 24. He came on and he played KO in that. So he's a good player, KO player. And Eric Hoth on Rhinar. Okay, so that's the top 4. So making it into the final was Tom Barnaby Pass on KO versus Eric Hoth on Rhinar. So
I knew you were going to give me a brute matchup. I knew it. I was like, I bet it's going to be a brute final, isn't it?
We're leading into it, yeah. So the thing is, this area is known for brutes, and brutes didn't disappoint. They made it into the final. So KO with massive explosive turns, or Rhinar, which can punch just as hard, basically just get rid of all your cards in your hand and just smash you in the face. So where you go?
Dice roll versus intimidate.
Yeah. Well, they could be dice roll because they're all doing scab skins. So it's just like, scab skins and gamblers gloves. Who's going to roll the one first, basically?
Oh, I don't know. Let's just go KO because
KO.
I have no idea. Let's just go KO.
KO. You're 2 and 4, mate. It was.
I haven't got a clue on that one.
Eric Oath on Reinar. Well done, Eric, for winning. Fantastic. And cheers to Chris Sweeney, Towering Titan, and Lee Dalton himself for giving me all the information there. So Reinar, kicking ass.
I have no idea where to go on that one.
He taught that young pup KO. Who's the top dog. Okay, so we are going Church of the D20 in Loughborough. Now, I absolutely love this emblem. So at the bottom it says, "Praise be to R and Jesus." So as soon as I saw the logo, I was like, man, that is flipping brilliant. So it's
quite a new one. Didn't they get their gem stuff quite recently? Or am I mistaken?
I don't know. I've never seen this shop get something before, but maybe someone can put in the comments how long they've been running events, but it's not one that I've seen before. So 18 players with 11 heroes. So if they're new, they've got one of the highest turnouts. But we haven't had much from the Midlands. It's either been sort of like quite north of the UK or right at the south. There's very little Midland games for Skirmish. I mean, they're really next week, but even that's not a lot. 5 Kasai. So this is
a big one.
warrior territory. So 5 Kasai, 3 Phi, 2 Azaleas on the bounty, 1 Dash, a Dory, an Ira again, a Levia, Lexi, Oldham, Prism, and another Reinar. So lots of armor to get through if you're cracking through Kasai's. And how does that look? So top 8, we've got 3 are gone already. So 2 Kasai's, a Phi, an Ira, a Lexi, an Oldham, a Prism, and a Reinar. So still a lot of armor.
Yeah, it's still diverse.
It's brilliant. Right, how does that translate into top 4s? Top 4, 1 Phi. So the Phi player was Jacob Hand.
Ooh.
2 times RTN winner at Living Realms and Underworld Games, and Skirmish winner at Living Realms. Ira was Simon Denning.
Here we go.
Going total old school, going back to his roots from 2 years ago, kicking arse on Ira, and he's made it into a top 4. So well done, Simon. And he's the RTN winner from Manascrew that we covered with Tabletop 24. Maciek Walensikowski was on Kasai, so a lot of people know him as Matsky. I just call him Magic. Fantastic player. He comes down to Manascrew quite a lot. He didn't play Kasai last season. I think he played Prism. I know he plays Prism CC, but I thought he played Prism in the last skirmish.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. And then we don't really play Blitz at Manascrew. So, and then David Lark with Prism. So making it through to the final, is
Denning in hand.
It is Denning in hand. I'll give you a bonus point for that, mate. 3-4. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe I should do this a bit more. Who made it to the final? Well done. Right. So, old school ninja versus new school ninja. Which ninja is going to ninja the best?
Kind of like, do you go? I don't really know. This is a hard one, man, because I like both these guys.
Oh, hang on. Shit. Bloody cat knocked the mouse.
Forward one.
Yeah, that's right. The cat knocked the mouse. Bloody thing.
Okay. I'll go Simon on Ira.
I bet he would kiss you right now, mate, but you are wrong. 3 and 5. I gave you a bonus point to catch up.
I know. Oh, well.
Dude, Jacob is on fire at the minute. I would not bet against Jacob.
My thought process was, well, Jacob just got gifted one. So, you never know. I thought he might gift Simon one.
No, Jacob ain't a gifter, mate. He's a player.
Take all, give nothing away.
when he played Bash, he played at Bash. He got into the ProQuest final versus Liam Canning. So he was on Starvo. Liam Canning was on Prism. So they were playing, and then Jacob Hand said, "Do you want to split the gold foil?" To which Liam Canning said, "Splitting is for losers." Okay, and I really do think that Jacob has taken this to heart. There is that if you're playing, you're playing.
Fair enough. There's nothing against it.
No, there isn't. No. So yeah, so well done, Liam. Liam, the coolest trousers in Fab. Righty, so that was Church of the D20. So thanks to James Armstrong for that, Seth and Simon Denning for all the information there. Thank you very much. So Mystic Games in Whitney. So this is a new shop running Fab near Oxford. So yeah, we've got some good coverage now. 7 players, 6 heroes. Where's Whitney? Yeah, I only know it because I know 2 of the guys who go there, and I drive past it when I go to Wales.
Okay.
So this is the territory of David Calf and Nathan Hills.
Okay.
So yeah, so 2 Fi, a Bravo, a Dromai, a Kasai, a KO, and a Lexi. And making it into the top 4, we have a Bravo, a Dromai, a Kasai, and a KO. Okay.
Bravo v Kasai.
Who?
Yeah, that's my bet. Bravo versus Kasai. That's where I'm going.
Okay, if you got it completely right, I would have given you a point, but you didn't.
I got it half right.
Got it half right. We don't deal in half points. So it was Bravo versus KO. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I only know one of the players, so I know the player who won. Okay, so I can't say. All right. Okay.
Oh,
so
dear.
what do you reckon? Bravo versus KO.
Bravo.
So Bravo.
Yeah.
Mate, 4 and 5. Well done.
Hey.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Come back, sort of.
Yeah, Nathan Hills. Well done, Nathan, for winning that with Bravo. Last season, CC he played Starvo, so yeah, he's now doing it with Bravo.
Boo.
So it's just the hero. It's just the hero. Okay, he's gone now. We can relax.
It was a choice. We all made it.
I didn't. So thanks to David Calf and Nathan Hills for all this information. So yeah, that should be a good place to go. Mystic Games in the future. Where are we now?
That's the last one, right? I think
it is the last one. It is the last one. Blimey, we're out
through
that quick.
I did terrible.
Yeah, but there you can catch up, mate. You're on 4 and 5 at the minute. There are bonus points in question of Fab. Okay, coming up.
Okay. All
All
right, lovely.
These are flipping hard, but I'll give you a point for every one you get. All right.
If they're related to me, I should be fine.
Okay, right. So we're going to do a roundup for Skirmish 1 to 3. All right. Okay. So from the results, 100 between 199 players spread over 23 heroes. So the last ones that the thing can't put pointers to is 2 Bolton, 2 Ira, and 2 Katsu. Okay, so we have massive representation from all the heroes through this. There should be a Shiana there. Why is there no Shiana? Okay, right. Okay, so that made 200 if I'd have put Shiana in, yeah.
200 players and 24
yeah,
heroes.
there we go. Old man cocked it up again. So 28 Fi, 20 Kasai, 18 Iyslander. So that's your top 3. How this translates into a more of a global report we'll see from LSS, and how that actually transfers into worlds now because they've got Blitz format. But I would think that Fi, it's probably going to be the most popular. Kasai's probably got the best armor, and Icelander's probably got the best disruption. So you kind of like taking your pick from those ones. How that goes into top 4s. So we've only dropped 3 heroes. So from going into the top 4 is still 20 heroes making up all this. So this is 64 players. So 10 Fi, 9 Kasai, 6 Iyslander. So, still got the best aggro, best armor, best disruption is still coming through. Now, question time. Okay, so bonus questions. We had 23 heroes represented throughout the entire skirmish, right?
24, including Shana.
24, including Shiana. I'll give you that one, right? I'll give you that one, right? So now you're 5 and 5. Let me write that down, okay? Right. Name the other 3 that are missing.
Okay.
I may have to cut this so it doesn't look like you spent too much time thinking about it.
Like Shiana, Valda.
Oh.
Oh no, Valda's there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Valda's
Damn,
there. So
okay.
that's I'll
Valda's
give you
there.
3 guesses, all right? So that's 1 guess wrong.
Okay.
5 and 6.
Shiana. Oh wow, this is actually difficult.
It is really difficult.
Who's not there?
I had to go through a PowerPoint to find out.
I don't know. I don't want to go through that. I want to actually figure this out now. God, I'm gonna be here like studying.
I'll just cut this out. I'll have the
Yeah, you just need some elevator music in the background whilst I'm thinking. Azalea.
Well done. 1 point. 6 and 6.
Yeah, so it was so my 3 guesses were Shiana.
Well, Shiana, you got that would be 4. Okay, so your guesses were Valda and Azalea.
Yeah.
So you got 1 more.
Oh man, this is actually difficult to figure this out. Like
It
I'm
is
looking
really
at all these
difficult.
names, and I'm like, who's missing? Bolton.
Bolton.
He's not there.
He is there. He is there. When you look at the bottom players, he is there on the second line on the far right. So it's just missed the line off. There he is.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so Bolton was there. So 6 and 7. Okay, righty. So missing is a Shiana, a Katsu, an Oldhim, and an Azalea, like you said. Okay.
How is Oldhim so low, considering how well it did at the Blitz event straight after Pro Tour?
He wasn't that well represented. He didn't have that. He didn't have loads.
I thought it won. I thought it won that Blitz event straight after Pro Tour, like the last Pro Tour, not obviously the one upcoming.
Did he?
Yeah, I thought there was a Blitz event straight after, and like Oldhim was like 5 of the top 8. I could be got that completely wrong.
Well,
I swear.
Well, I've completely fucked this up then, haven't I?
No, not in this.
He might be. When we get to the meta map, we'll see. But he might have done actually. How have I cocked that up?
No, not in the UK. In the Blitz straight after the Pro Tour, like how you have like those Battle Hardens or the calling.
I think Red Games won it, but I didn't put them in because I didn't have. So the Red Games won in Edinburgh or Dundee up there in Scotland. I think they won with Oldham, but I didn't include them in this because I didn't have them for the whole meta. I only had the top 4 of those guys. Okay. So yeah, we won't. So okay, so you're 6 and 7. All right.
I'm finding all the mistakes. That's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing, but I couldn't include everyone. This is the problem. When I don't have all the information, this is what I can go on. Right.
Yeah,
okay. So finals. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong bloody screen. Right, finals. Right, there's an Oldham in there. Okay, but you can't include that one. Okay.
All right.
Righty. Okay, so we know Oldham made it into a final. So there's 15 heroes now, so we've lost 5. Okay, so there's 5 points. So you're 6 and 7. What 5 are not here?
Levia is number 1.
Well done. 7 and 7.
Oh my god.
You did say her in the last one.
Azalea, she's not there either.
No, you can't have her. But you said her in the other one. Before Azalea.
Valda.
Oh, okay. 8 and 7. Well done.
Oh my god. This is actually ridiculously difficult.
Bolton, right, yeah. So 9 and 7. You're doing well, mate. There's 2 more.
2 more or 1 more?
Well, 2 more.
Oh my god.
Chain, well done. 10 and 7.
There's 1 more left.
1 more. She's a right classic.
No, it's not Dory, is it? Oh no, because Dory's there. Is it Dory Quickblade rather than Dorinthia?
It is, yes. 11-7.
There's a couple of hints there, but all right.
You've done quite well today, mate. 11 and 7.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think
it's all right. Question of fab. Sometimes, the host has to give a few clues. So it's fine. So I won't have to cut much out, but we're there. Well done. So everybody, if you got that right at home, it was Shiana, Katsu, and Azalea didn't make it into the top 4s. And the finals were missing Bolton, Chain, Dory Quicksilver, Levia, and Valda. Okey. So hopefully there'll be more added for next week, and we can have a proper roundup. I can do percentages. I can tell you a little bit about conversion rates if people want that. So Bravo converted to wins from the players that have taken Bravo and then managed to win. His conversion rate is the highest on 25%.
Oh wow.
Oldham, he did win 20%. Fi, for all of his that he's taken, I think he's had 28 representing Fi. His conversion rate is 17%. Dash is 16%. Reinar's 12%. Bry is 11. Iyslander 11. Kasai is 10. And Dromai is 7.
Ooh,
So
okay.
for all those who like that conversion rate stuff. Righty, so it is a bit busy on the map.
Oh my god.
It is
What
a
is
bit
this?
busy. I might for next skirmish, I might have to cut up the UK into sizable chunks because yeah. So we've had all the stuff sort of like round the north of the UK. They're all smacked in there as best I can. There's a heck of a lot of fire winning. Fire's winning
Yeah, for
everywhere.
sure.
But there's a lovely Ira there in Ireland, so or Northern Ireland, I should say. Righty, so that's what the map looks like. Very busy. So well done to everybody for all your wins in everywhere, and your chosen characters, chosen heroes. Righty, Nationals, 17th to the 18th of September. This is at Darksphere, Shepherd's Bush. Loads going on. Everybody should have their invites. I would hope that the people who qualified got their invites and and taking them up. Finding places to stay, whether or not it's going to be cheaper to go down by train every day or actually find somewhere to stay either around Shepherd's Bush area or just outside and travelling by tube. Prices hotel, you're looking at about £350 to £400. So yeah, but that's London for you.
It is.
Yeah, loads of side events. So Team Classic Constructed, Ultimate Pit Fight, Team Blitz. I think that Team Classic Constructed starts around about 10 o'clock in the morning, and Team Blitz finishes around about, or scheduled to finish around about 10:30 in the evening. So a long day of side events. Going into day 2, Nationals, probably going to be a cut of 24 to get into Nationals day 2. You get yourself some prize money. Pro Tour Invitational for those who don't make it. Last year, we had one person drop out of the day 2, Nationals day 2, to go into Pro Tour because they were just like, I'm not going to make it into the top 8, so I might as well drop and play a full tournament in the Pro Tour. Side events again, full team or full box team sealed, which is with a box of Uprising, a commoner event, and an ultimate pit fight. And again, that's starting early in the morning and then going all the way through to 10:30 in the evening. Nationals is going to be really important for those players that want to go on to Worlds. So Worlds is now been announced 4th to 6th of November. So for Worlds, they've got ELO, which is going to be a rating. So if you have not going to qualify through your lifetime XP or your 90-day XP, then you can qualify through your ELO rating. So a really good chance here to get to work on your ELO to make sure you get a Worlds invite. Like always, they haven't really announced what's going to be required. Now, I would have thought if you get into the top 8 of Nationals, I would have thought that would guarantee you going into Worlds. They would just go, you're the top 8 in your country, you get it. But again, we kind of like, we know Worlds is there, we know Nationals is where, and they haven't really announced what you need to do to get to Worlds, really. So we kind of like, but you're stabbing in the dark and you don't want to do that. You want to know what you need to achieve, so you can play test right and go in with the right mindset. So to give you the best opportunity for Nationals as well, we are week 2 in the national schedule. Week 1, Nationals that are going on between the 10th and 11th. Australia, Austria, Denmark, France, Hungary, Lithuania, Malaysia, Norway, Vietnam. Okay, they're all the countries that are going the week before us. Whether or not their metas are going to be the same as ours, but obviously, I would have thought that people would be tuning into Australia definitely. I would have thought that would be streamed and people would be watching that eagerly. Now, talking about streams, Nationals for UK Tabletop 24 are streaming the Nationals, So me and Alan are going to be hosting that. So make sure you put a subscription onto Alan's YouTube page so you don't miss when it actually is. We are going to be there from the Friday night. So we are going to stream the Armory event from the night before. So if players have come down to stay for the weekend and entering the Armory just to get a few reps, we're going to stream you, make sure everything is tickety-boo with the stream, and going into the Saturday's one. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do it. It'll be great.
It'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully we
great.
might have an ad hoc meta report while we're there. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what we can work out.
So I was absolutely buzzing when Darksphere told us we were going to be doing it on Thursday. I was absolutely buzzing. Went down to Manascrew to play in their Armory, and it was just like I was in a daze. But yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for that. I'm going to try and get some little goodies for the people that are coming on stream, just to say thank you, a little memento to take away that you've been on nationals and you've been on stream. As always, I will be asking people to volunteer if they want to come on stream, especially for game one. I know it's going to be quite stressful, but anybody who wants to go on game one, just get in contact with me, DM me to say, yes, I don't mind coming on. And then I might have a few people to pick from. So Matt Folks stepped up last year. So thank you very much, Matt. Defending champion. So
that's where you should start. Start with the defending champion.
Yes, if he wants to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I think it'd be a good way to sort of start it as well, as like you start with the defending champion and then move on, and then if there's a new one at the end, then fantastic.
It'll be high stakes. So it'll be absolutely brilliant. So that was nationals. What else we got? So these are the skirmishes for week 4. So we've got Manor League in Birmingham, Patriot Games in Sheffield, the Board Game Hut in Southend-on-Sea, and Trinity Card Capital in Gateshead. So this is your last chance to grab those cold foil fires and dramise, the silver tokens, and those playmats, either the Phoenix Flames or the Ash Wings. Yes, thank you. Dude, you're still running your bounty.
I am still running my bounty.
So just remind people.
Going. Okay, so I basically have a full art Phoenix form that I pulled from one of my Uprising boxes. If anybody can get a win with Benji in this last week.
This is in the UK.
This is in the UK, yeah. So anybody get a win with Benji in the UK.
And Ireland, but even though Ireland aren't running anything.
I said there's nothing going on in Ireland next week. So yeah, it's your last chance to get a win with Benji if you can. And if you do, send on your details onto Baz or myself on Discord, and we'll get a full art Phoenix form sent out to you for winning with Benji.
Awesome stuff. Okay, so like, subscribe, please. We're at 688, so we'd love to get to 700. I think when I looked at my analytics, 70% of all my viewers are not subscribed. So
terrible.
Yeah.
Awful, guys. What are you doing?
Click it. Just say yes. Thank you very much for what you're doing. Be brilliant. Thank you.
You don't get many notifications. Just subscribe.
Yeah, you don't hit the bell if you don't want the notification.
Yeah.
So that's it. That is week 3. Lots more to come. So James, have you got anything to add before we go?
No, I think that's it from me. Stay safe as always.
Okay.
Look after yourselves.
Nice. Hopefully you played along with Question of Fab. Comment what your score was. James got 11 and 7.
Better than mine, yeah. Anything better than mine.
So let's see what everybody else did. We'll come up with more questions for next week. All right. Until then, you take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.